Hi. Today's video is going to be my September wrap-up. So I'm going to talk about all the books I read in September, which unfortunately are not as many books as I wanted to read in September, but I still read 2 books and a comic bind-up. So I read something, which is good, right? The first book that I read in September was A Beautifully Foolish Endeavor by Hank Green, which is the sequel to An Absolutely Remarkable Thing. I'm not going to spoil either book, obviously, but I'm not going to spoil the first one in order to tell you about this one. So I'm not going to tell you specifically what this book is about, because in order to do that, I do have to spoil An Absolutely Remarkable Thing, which I'm not going to do. I'll very, very quickly, briefly tell you what An Absolutely Remarkable Thing is about. These weird statue things show up all over the world. There's like 60 of them that show up all at the same time, and this girl, April, finds one and makes a video about it, and her video goes viral, and she becomes internet famous and then world famous, and these statue things that they have named Carl are possibly aliens. Lots of weird stuff happens. It's super fun. It's great. A Beautifully Foolish Endeavor follows all the characters from the first one. Like, it's like multiple POV, which I really enjoyed. I really liked that about it. I thought it was really fun. And what this book basically focuses on, because the first book focuses a lot on, like, fame and how people deal with fame, whereas this one is more kind of about, like, addiction, really, and how certain things can really pull you out of your life without you really realizing it, or without realizing how it's affecting everybody else around you, and not, like, the common things that people think about being addicted to, like drugs or alcohol, but like the internet and video games. It was really interesting. I really liked that. There's also a lot of really, like, just absurd things that happen. It's just mind-blowing, jaw-dropping, suspenseful, adventurous, exciting, fun, funny, and weird. It was really good. I didn't like it quite as much as the first one, but I still loved every second of it. I'm really glad that this book is a thing. I did some tabbing. It's my thing now, apparently. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. I loved it. I would like this duology to be a miniseries. That would be amazing. And then I could watch it over and over and over again. Also, I love Carl. The next book that I read in September was The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune, which was just lovely. Oh my goodness gracious me. It was so nice. It was such a nice book, you guys. Oh my goodness. So I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. It was so charming and wonderful and lovely, and I can't. So this book is about a caseworker who works for the department in charge of magical youth. So yeah, there's magical people in this. And he is given an assignment to travel to this island, which has a house and an orphanage on it with 6 magical, like, difficult magical children. And he's supposed to live with them for a month and observe them, and then give his recommendation to the department in charge of magical youth whether or not this orphanage should stay open, and if the children are safe there, and if it's in their best interest to stay there. And it just follows him and the 6 magical children and the 2 people, like the 2 adults that are there, and their, like, adventures in getting to know each other, and even just, like, playing, like, they play games with the kids, and it's so sweet and cute, and the things that they say are ridiculous and hilarious and wonderful, and the writing was just so cute and charming. Like, it kind of reminded me of a children's classic. It was so cute and wonderful and lovely, and it was so nice just reading about, like, it's all about, like, you know, acceptance and accepting yourself and accepting others, even if they're different, and it was so good. And yeah, I did some tabbing in this one too. Now, unfortunately, the last book that I read, I did not give 5 stars. It wasn't, like, bad or anything, but it was The Black Mage by Daniel Barnes and DJ Kirkland. I follow DJ Kirkland on TikTok, which is what made me find out about this and order this comic bind-up. DJ Kirkland is the illustrator, and the artwork is great. Like, So it's great artwork. I really enjoyed looking at all of the pages. It's beautiful. I wasn't a fan of the story though. It was very messy in my opinion and very quick. Like things just kept jumping around everywhere and the story was moving so fast and like I didn't really understand some of the reasons behind some of the things. Like it was kind of weird. So basically this is about a wizard school that invites its first black mage to attend. And so this guy's the first black mage and everyone's very excited about it. Except that, like, the school is run by, like, the KKK. Like, it was super weird. Like, look at, there's, like, some, like, the headmaster and stuff. Like, I don't know, it was weird. And I don't, yeah, so the story was weird for me. And the way it moved and progressed was also weird. Like, I just thought it was kind of chunky and messy, unfortunately. But I did really enjoy the artwork. I don't think I want to read more of these comics, but if DJ Kirkland, like, illustrates other comics, I'd be all for checking those out. Even if the writer had a different comic, I wouldn't be opposed to checking that out at all. This one in particular, I'm not really a huge fan of. But anyway, I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. Because it wasn't terrible. It just wasn't great, I guess, in my opinion. But the artwork was awesome. So, there's that. That's what I read in September. Let me know in the comments what you guys read in September. What you're planning on reading in October. I have a lot planned for October. So far, it's not going that well. But that was to be expected. So, that's all. I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.